This is Stephen Trials. It's cold in Utah. Said it was 55. I'm used to it being warmer, so it feels cold. But people say that we just get winter and then it turns summer. There's no in between. There's been a lot of in between this year. It's stayed between, well, in the 60s and the 70s for all the whole month of April, basically. A few times it was under 60. It's weather just does a lot of stuff on its own. Anyway, I guess we're all doing what we do on our own too. Put the whole thing in one group. We're doing what we want to do. Somebody's making us do stuff. That's what they want to do. We're dumb enough to do it because we won't group together to stop them. Anyway, I'm just making videos on whatever is going on in my mind. So I'm explaining how they're trying to get me to give up. They're trying to get me under their control like they're a bunch of bullies. So I'm on my walk and I go around the corner and a white car pulls over. So I'm wondering, are they going to open the door into the sidewalk? It's that close, the timing of the thing. I'm thinking, no, they'll take longer than that to get out of the car. So I walked past and nobody got out of the car at all. In fact, the car drove away kind of fast. And it didn't do anything, just stopped. You know, it's probably checking a smartphone or whatever. So this is where the strangeness, the high strangeness comes in. In my mind, they're trying to tell me that they want me to get in the car, so it's another promise for sex, but in order to make that happen, you have to surrender to that group. And then that might actually happen, where some stranger would pick you up and you'd hook up. Well, I'm not interested in anything other than serving the all-powerful oneness and stopping the unfairness in the world. So that's what I'm about. And I think it's valuable for someone to explain what's going on in our mind. And at least in people like me, people like us. So the car leaves, and it's kind of like this came from anger, because I immediately dashed all their hopes of getting me wanting something. I don't want anything from anyone. Like Meister Eckhart said, become disinterested. And he also said, silence is God. So I'm practicing Buddhism a little bit more than usual. I've been meeting with a group here in Provo, Thich Nhat Hanh, his school of Zen Buddhism. It's very gentle. I went into a really deep meditation yesterday, and I'm not sure what it was about. I'm thinking, I really need to understand what just happened. And I'm thinking, maybe I can't, but just experience it anyway. When I walked in, there was like this trepidation. Somebody had died. Cancer. The person had died from cancer. And I was struck with this extreme grief. I had to hold back the tears. And I don't know why I experienced that. So it's hard for me to remember because they don't want me to remember the controllers. There's a few things that it said in Thich Nhat Hanh's pamphlet that are very good, especially good, that resonate with me really well. It's like we're trying to change the world openly for the better. And it's one of the songs that says about, I'm feeling it now, we're all leaves on one tree. We're all waves on one sea. We're all stars in one sky. So there was some understanding, deep inner things going on that I cannot put into words. I wondered if it was about the afterlife, maybe. I was just glad that this being is connected with me. And so I'm like really went into a very silent meditation for a minute. No thoughts at all. I was seeing some visual things. Patterns of energy, I suppose. So, back to the car that drove away quickly because I'm not interested in playing their game of the invisible ones. See, you can't blame it on the people because they probably don't even know what's going on in your head, you know? They don't have anything to do with it. Most likely. So then the spirit that's on their team, or it's a friend that's playing like she's not a friend at this point, she says,
whether we are or not,
I could actually see it with humor, but she's like sounded real serious. That guy tried to take control of your mind. He was trying to get you to get in the car, and he was going to sacrifice you to the devil. And it's interesting that the thought statement was that someone is trying to take control of my mind. I've had narcissists do that, and they're aided by some spirit entity. I associated it with being Judas. So another one has been Neptune. The god Neptune has been trying to get me under their thumb. And it works through police. So there's an association with police. Anywhere there's a powerful authority that can tell you what to do, that's where this evil lives. And the police know about it. I'm quite sure a lot of them understand that there's a power of evil here that's trying to take control of them too. And so it would use us, the non-police, as agents of this evil, making the cop think that we're saying, thinking things we're not actually saying, thinking, doing. If that made sense. So anyway, one thing in closing, I want to mention that my higher power, one of them, told me telepathically to find out what's going on, the news, all over the place. I'm like, where? Everywhere. Things are going on today. And I said, well, where in particular? Utah. Have a good day.